tried to start a reading vlog several times and for whatever reason haven't continued with them. But I want to vlog. I like vlogging. So I'm just going to do a reading vlog for the weekend. Today is Friday, May 17th. I am about to go to early vote, and then I'm going to go get my infusion that I get for my chronic illness. And I typically listen to an audiobook while I'm getting my infusion, which can be about 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm either going to listen to Kristen Hanna, The Magic Hour, which I think like 5 or 6 chapters in and really, really enjoying it. The other audiobook I've got going on is Sitting Pretty by Rebecca Tauzik. This is a memoir about Rebecca's life as a person with a disability. And I haven't marked it in the book in a while. I think I'm about, I don't know, maybe 100 pages into that and really enjoying it as well. So let's go. I started off really well this morning, remembering to vlog, and then I forgot. And anyway, so it is the end of the workday. I am just sitting down, thinking about dinner. I think I'm going to get some takeout. Not sure what yet. And so far I've only read listened to the audiobook of Sitting Pretty by Rebecca Tauzik. Not as far as I thought I was in this book, so I would like to get a little bit more of that done. And this is my main reading for tonight, probably. Brotherless Night by Vivi Ganeshanathanan. I went and got my infusion. I went and voted. We have early voting ended today. I went and did that, and it was a really quick in and out. Unfortunately, because it doesn't seem like a lot of people have done early voting. And then I did my infusion, ran some errands, and got some lunch, and then worked for a while. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. The weather is kind of gray. It's supposed to rain all weekend. Not my favorite thing. I would love some sunshine and be able to get out and read outside, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. So yeah, I'm gonna order some dinner and read some more. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. For some reason I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which I don't even get up that early on work days. But I feel rested. It's not like I just woke up and really wanted to go back to sleep. Yeah, I've been reading, and that's the other thing. I stayed up late reading Brotherless Night, and I think I went to bed at like midnight or maybe 12:30, when I start to realize I'm not taking in the information that I'm reading. It's time to stop. So I think I'm in the middle of a chapter. I think I might back up to the beginning of the chapter. I don't really know that I've told you much about this book. It's about a family in Sri Lanka during the Civil War. And as it starts with, it's a mom, a dad, 4 brothers, and a sister. And it's mainly from the perspective of the sister. Sashi is her nickname. And so the father works at like government posts, so he's not there all the time. He has to go to these posts. And then Sashi is the 4th of 5 kids, so 3 older brothers, 1 younger brother. Sashi wants to be a doctor. Her next oldest brother, Silan, wants to be an engineer. Her oldest brother, Naranjan, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but he is already a doctor. And then their friend, they have a friend named Kay. They just call him Kay. He also wants to be a doctor, and he's super smart. And so it starts off just kind of their interaction, and as the war starts to break out, the perspective that Sashi sees, and various involvements of neighbors, and worrying about her brothers and things like that, and then really goes into the tragic nature of a civil war. And right now there's the government, and then there's the militant, like the rebels, I guess. And the book the commentary is on the various sides, and Sashi doesn't want to get involved. I think she's about 20 now, like halfway through. I think I'm about halfway through. And yeah, it's really gripping. I really am enjoying it. It was due at the library yesterday. My library doesn't do charges anymore on late books, but after 10 days, they kind of freeze your account until you return that book. So my hope is to get it, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish it today. It's like I said, it's 6 o'clock, or it's not 6 now, it's 8 now, but I don't have many plans for the day. Just kind of chilling out around the house. Work, it was kind of a busy work week, and mentally draining, so I'm definitely in for just a reading day. So yeah, I'm gonna drink some coffee, and I'm going to upload the clips from my weekend reading vlog to edit it and upload it for you all, and I realized that I kind of dropped the ball. I did not record anything on Sunday, which was kind of weird. I didn't really do much. Typically with my chronic illness, I work during the week and that kind of takes all the energy that I have. And so on the weekends, I am kind of recovering, resting. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you know, you know. So I just need to kind of finish it up. Basically, Sunday, I watched some sports and read. That's pretty much what I did on Sunday. So Brotherless Night, which is way overdue at the library, I read this and loved it. It was 5 stars. I gave pretty much a synopsis in one of my clips, and there's not much I can add to it without, I don't want to give spoilers, but if you know anything about the Sri Lankan Civil War, which I didn't know anything about until I read this book, and after I read it, I definitely did some research on it, and it all seems like this book is very accurate and tells the human side of war. I have recommended this multiple times already, and it's been like 2 days since I finished it. So if you have any interest in historical fiction, I think this is a great read, and it won the Carol Shields Prize for Fiction last week. So a great read, and I am taking back to the library. I also finished Sitting Pretty, The View from My Ordinary Resilient Disabled Body by Rebecca Tauzik. This was her memoir, which came out, she actually wrote in the end of it that it was coming out in 2020. And so basically it talks about Rebecca's experience with paralysis, being a wheelchair user, and a lot of the barriers and ableist views that she encountered as a teacher with healthcare, trying to find accessible housing. Basically that the system in the US for people with disabilities really keeps them at the line of poverty, which is hopefully changing. I don't know if it actually will. I'll believe it when I see it, but for a number of years, many years, you can't have more than like $2,000 in your savings account, which this day and age that might cover a month of rent, or it's not reflective of what people need to live. And also people with disabilities would also like to plan for the future, save for retirement, plan for vacations, buy a house, or just the things that all of us want to do. And I really just appreciated her insight. And there's definitely different perspectives of living with a physical disability that can be seen through the use of a mobility aid, such as a wheelchair, and invisible disabilities of what I live with. And just this idea of preconceived notions of the ableism that you don't think. Like a huge part in this is people trying to help her when she is driving. She's like, there's a scene where she's leaving the grocery store and she's got her groceries piled in a certain way, and she's getting in her car, and someone wants to help her, and she says, no, I've got it, because she's got her own system. She does it all the time. And while offering help is kind, it's really not necessary because she does it all the time. And then the person just ends up just standing there staring at her while she does her thing. And why? I don't know why. Anyway, if you haven't read this, I highly recommend it. The audiobook is great. She narrates it herself. And at the end, definitely, so a couple things. The epilogue is really good. It has some resources for you, people to follow on social media. Rebecca Tauzik is a good person to follow as well. And yeah, I think this is a great read. Another 5-star. And then I'm still working on my buddy read of Magic Hour by Kristen Hanna. I'm probably almost halfway. I'm not loving this book. This is about a girl who is found coming out of the woods, and they don't even know how old she is, maybe like 5 or 6, and malnourished and not socialized, nonverbal. And the police chief in the town calls in her sister, who is a psychiatrist who's had kind of a downfall in her public career, or a public downfall in her career. That's what I meant. I'm actually been listening to the audiobook. I'm going to switch to physically reading it because I'm not sure if it's the narrator that I'm not loving or if it's the actual book I'm not loving. So I'm going to switch that way, and hopefully we'll probably finish this week. So that's kind of what I read this weekend. I'm working on a couple other books, and then I need to work on my book club books because we're getting to the end of May. Time flies when you're having fun, right? I hope you're having a great reading month, and let me know in the comments if you have read any of these, if you have any 5 stars that you've read so far, and just how you're doing. Appreciate it. Hope you have a great week. Bye.